Welcome back to another episode of the Adventure Athletes podcast. In this week's podcast, I actually finally get away from running, although we do talk about running in the podcast, and I sit down with Wayne from Forever in the Hills to talk about his experience going from drug addict into a hiker, essentially, where he goes not just trig bagging, he'll go up, lead some group hikes, things like that, and he explains how the outdoors has helped him step away from the life that he was leading into the life that he's got now, and how beneficial a journey it's been. And it's a journey that he's still on. It's a journey that I feel like we're all on in some way, whether we're transforming from, in Wayne's case, a drug addict into a hiker, or whether it's someone who's just like struggling with the person that they were and they're trying to become someone new. This is a great testament to what you can achieve as a person, especially with the right group of people around you. Now, I loved sitting down and chatting with Wayne. We had a right laugh, and he's still a smoker, and honestly, I can't get over how much better I think he could be doing if he quit smoking. But everyone's got their vices. Mine happens to be cake. I do love a cake, and Wayne loves a smoke. So, there's areas that we can all improve on. But this is a real down to earth talk with someone that just likes going out and hiking in the mountains. Really relatable. So I definitely encourage you to listen to this episode. Now, I did have a tech issue, as per usual with me, where the camera's cut out halfway through the episode. So if you're watching this, I do apologise. There will be pictures replacing the video, but it's not quite the same. If you're listening, then, you got away with this again. Now, I will say before we start, I am only 1 week away from my 6 and 6 challenge, where I'm going to be running 6 ultra marathons over 6 days, raising money for Sport in Mind. I'm going to leave a quick clip here explaining what I'm doing and why. And if you want to donate, feel free to donate in the link below. Hi. My name's Will, and I'm going to be running 6 ultramarathons over 6 consecutive days, and I'm doing this to raise money and awareness for Sport in Mind. Now, this challenge is really going to push me to my limits. I'm going to be running over 230 miles with over 8,000 metres of elevation across the 6 days. I've never done anything like this before. Something that's really helped me with my mental health, not only through physical activity, but it's been the community that it's brought with me. So at the start of 2020, I was made homeless. I slept on a mixture of the streets and my fire service sofas for a period of about 6 months. Now, when I did finally find somewhere to live, I broke my ankle and I spent the next 6 months not able to put my foot on the floor. And after that, I had to relearn to walk, run, and complete any sort of physical activity again. This was a massive hit to my confidence and my mental health, and unfortunately it led me to suicidal tendencies and ideation. So I really do believe in what Sport in Mind are doing. The fact that they embody both the things that I believe in, which is sport to improve your mental health, and building community and safe spaces for people to not just talk about their mental health, but feel a part of something, know that they're not alone. And that honestly can be one of the biggest factors in improving someone's mental health. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get more support and awareness around my challenge. If you'd be able to support in any way possible, please reach out to me. I'd really love to hear from you. Now, just before we get started, here's a quick message from our friends over at Soulmate.
We're Soulmate. Whether you're new to running or an experienced runner, we've got you covered for both road and trail, from shoes to nutrition to running poles and everything in between. Use code ADVENTURE10 both in-store or online for 10% off your order.
And now it's time for the podcast. What was your call to adventure?
It's probably, I think like probably a number of things that's happened, but it got to a point where what I was doing in my life was basically no longer sustainable. Do you know what I mean? So when I say that is severe cocaine addiction. I'm an addict. I was an addict. I think it was just like a number of things happening in my life. I just split up my ex-partner, moved back to where I lived. Felt like I was going back into old habits, and yeah, it was just like what I was doing. Yeah, it just wasn't sustainable. I was in loads of debt. I was taking cocaine on, not just on a weekend, I was doing it on a regular basis. I was doing it on the days, spending hundreds and hundreds of pounds on it. I wasn't just doing 1 or 2 bags. I was literally just absolutely probably doing like a quarter, maybe to half ounce every 2 weeks. And yeah, it just wasn't, my life like was going down the pan pretty quickly. So with that, I just thought that I needed to change. If I didn't change, I probably wouldn't be here now. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Like, I'm not going to lie about it. I 100% wouldn't be here now. So then I decided to go out walking, do a bit of hiking. And ever since then, like, yeah, I've just continued just hiking hills and mountains across Wales. But I think then as a result of that, 2 of my mates had committed suicide at times. That impacted my mental health, but also as well, someone in work as well done it. And I think it was that point as well that I need to do something, not just for myself, but for other people who were in the same position as me. So I set up the walking group, and that was just basically sort of like to get people with issues like myself, for addictions or recovering addicts, or people suffering from mental health. And yeah, it was just try to raise awareness, and that's what I've been continuing to do now for the past 2 or 3 years. I think within this time frame, I've probably done about over 470 mountains. 226 trig points to your 20.
Yeah. Just a little bit ahead of me there.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. We'll sort that out. We'll sort that. Like, but no, I just think, like, my life wasn't going anywhere. Like, it was a complete car crash. I mean, I did have a life at one point, and it was a good life. I kind of threw that away, and I don't blame anything for that. No one's ever had a gun to my head. I mean, it was my choice. But no, I just sort of like, just thought like enough was enough. And well, actually sort of, yeah, it's just like a number of factors. Like my two friends, like, I mean, I found my best friend, in my own house, like, at the time. Whether or not that impacted me back then, I don't know. But yeah, it was just like non-sustainable. Like, I was in thousands of pounds worth of debt. So yeah, it's just basically one day. And when I first started walking, to be honest with you, I didn't have no maps and nothing. And it was just like, I literally go out in my car with a pouch of tobacco and a bottle of water. I mean, that's how I first started off, like, I mean. But it's a way of me disconnecting myself from an environment which I no longer wanted to be in, like, I mean. And, and at first it was hard, like, I mean, I'm not saying it was easy. I mean, I used to walk by myself. I'd go up the mountains, like, I've had hundreds of conversations with cows and cattle, like, I mean, just talking to myself going across these mountains. But no, things got better then, like, and it was just like, I started meeting people, people who, going back 4 or 5 years ago, never would have thought I would have met, or actually went out walking with, or hiking with. I obviously set up the group, like, I've probably got about over maybe 100 people in this group, and people sort of now, like, thank me, or, like, they start throwing words out, yeah, I'm an hero, I'm an inspiration. I mean, I'm just like thinking, like, well, I don't see it as that. Like, I mean, that's quite nice to hear as well. Like, but even though I've set up this group, like, it's the people that's made it. Like, I mean, and and they've had a massive impact on my life. Like, and they've all been a part of my recovery journey as well. And if I was to look back on my life, going back now, say about prior to when I went into recovery, when I went into rehab, I mean, these 2.5 years, surpassed, like, the last 15 years of my life, like, in terms of, like, these 2 years have been absolutely amazing. Do you know what I mean? And, I'm not saying it's been perfect. I'm no perfectionist. But, if I knew what my life was going to be like now, if I used to go back these 2 years which I've done, I'd go back and do it again within a heartbeat. 100%, like, because the people who I've met, the mountains I've climbed, memories I've had. Do you mean? And that's a funny thing. I couldn't really tell you or say any memories up until the point when I was 30 that I can remember which really stick out. Do you mean? I can't remember. It's as simple as that. And I think that's all down to the drug taking, to be honest with you. But I can remember everything what I've done in these past 2.5 years, and it's been amazing. It's been absolutely brilliant. Some of the people I've met, it's like we're all in it together. Like, do you mean? We don't see each other every day. We don't have to see each other every day. But when we do see each other, like, do you mean? It's brilliant. It's like I go up to North Wales now. I go up there quite frequently, you know. And like I was saying, I've met people, and sometimes I'm walking with these people, and I stop and I'll go like, do you know what? It ain't mad that 6 months ago we didn't even know each other, and now we're up on top of Mount Heidi, you know, in Tenerife, like, do you mean? And I'm just thinking, and I always stop, like, and I just think, like, you know, this, what we have created, but you know, a lot of people applaud me in terms of what I've done in bringing people together. These people are involved in this just as me, because without all these guys, like, I don't think any of it would have worked, like, do you mean? And, you know, we went up to the Lake District the other weekend, like, and, you know, I got friends coming from, like, Manchester, from here and all that, and I just thinking, it's mad, like, and next, you know, it was like 15 of us there, like, and you're thinking, yeah, it's brilliant, all having a barbecue, it's stuff, like, it's just like little things, like, do you mean? It's like I've done the Cambrian Way, about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and like say the little things, like one of my buddies, like, he met me on top of the Connect, like, and he had a cold can of Coke there, right? Best can of Coke I've ever had in my life. It was. It's the little things, like, do you mean? It's like these little things, right? Then, like, it took me about 16 days, I think it was, to walk it. And I think, like, out of the 16 days, I think 13 days I had people with me, do you mean? Now, going back when I done the Beacons Way, when I first started doing these challenges, it's like I had no one with me. Then to have then these people join me walking through Wales, right, probably give me, without doubt, the best experience of my life. Like, it's absolutely incredible. Do you mean? Just people popping up on mountains, or people turning by here, and then people coming in. It was just amazing. Like, I had a couple of days on my own, which is, you know, which is nice sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, it's like I used to walk alone, like, but I don't anymore. Like, do you mean? And it's just like these people, like, it's just like they'll never know or understand the full extent they've had, the impact they've had on my life, like, do you mean? Because, you know, like I was saying, it's been incredible these last 2.5 years. And the thing is, I can actually remember it as well. So I can actually remember what mountains I've climbed, who I've spoken to, what I said to that person, do you mean? Money I've saved, do you mean? And it's just places I've gone to, do you mean? It's just like, it just continues to grow, like, do you mean? And sometimes I don't take time out to think, you know, and look back and, yeah, I've actually achieved something here, like, but then I think, like, these last 2.5 years, like, it's just like, yeah, I mean, the challenges I've done, I mean, I'd never think in a million years going back about 5, 6 years ago I'd be doing this. But it wouldn't be possible, because I'd be off my face on cocaine. Do you mean? I'd be on 3 or 4 day benders. I'd be in hundreds of pounds worth of debt. Do you know what I mean? And then I'd be on a come down then for about, you know, 4 days after that. Like, the circle I was in, like, do you mean? You know, it just wasn't sustainable. Like, but now, like, it's like, just completely different. Like, do you know what I mean? Completely just, honest to God, my life has changed so much. And I think, whereas before, I mean, it's all to do with the mind. So, I mean, I always say to people, like, the human mind, right, it could be, you know, it's the most beautiful thing in the world, right? But it can also be the most deadliest thing as well. Whereas before, my mind used to control me. Now I like to think that I'm in control of it. Does that make sense? Like, do you mean? Yeah. It's like I'm kind of like in control of my thoughts. I'm in control of my actions. Do you mean? Whereas before, I would just let it all go wandering off. Like, do you mean? And it was just like, but now, like, you know, I just look forward to meeting up people, meeting new people. I mean, so grateful, like, and like I say, like, sometimes, like, you know, people turn around. I mean, I've had people reach out to me on my phone. Do you know what I mean? That'll always stay between us, like, I mean, but I also have people text me saying how well I'm doing. I have people text me how much of an inspiration I am, how much I've helped them. Do you know what I mean? I'm a hero, what I do for people, or what I do, in terms of what I raise awareness, all these sort of like variables, like, do you know what I mean? I've put me into someone now who I need to be, like, do you know what I mean? And it's just, yeah, sometimes it's just like, I don't think I've given myself enough time to look back, and I think, like, how far I've come, do you know what I mean? But considering where I was to where I am now, like, I'm finally where I need to be, like, do you know what I mean? But don't get me wrong, right? I'm a recovering addict, right? And I still think, right, what our last line would be like. I don't crave it as much, but I just still think, what our last line, could I really go for that? It's always in the back of my mind. I mean, I've gone to places now when I've gone to like events, like I went up to Cheps the other day for the races. I could see bags getting passed around and all that. I'm just thinking, like, how easy would it be just to how easy would it be to say, I want a key. Do you mean I'd want a key there? Like, do you mean how easy would it be? And how easy, my friend as well, he hit the nail on the head as well. Sorry for swearing as well.
It's alright, you can swear as much as you like, mate.
Don't say I know, because he'll be effing and blinding going everywhere. Or he'll be on there, beep, 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 coming up.
Oh, don't beep him.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, so, and going back to that, like, how easy it would be, and my buddy Mike, he hit the nail on the head when he said something. Because I said about, like, I might as well, he saw a picture of me in the gym when I was doing IROX, like, and he was laughing, like, and I said, I might as well just jump on the bag, but, and he said, nah, mate, he said, that'll be too easy. And I was thinking about it then, what he said, and it's like, you know what, it's right, it would be too easy. It'd be easy for me to get back on that bag. It'd be easy for me to get back into debt. It'd be easy for me to, I could leave you right now and I can go and get a bag if I wanted to. Not a problem, right? It'd be too easy. And he said, the only way, he said, the hard way is the way. And I know he's actually right. The hard way is the way. And that's where the magic happens. You know what I mean? And he's absolutely spot on what he said there, like, because it is all too easy. It is. So when we do things then which, drives us in directions like I rocks. I don't want to rock up in there, right? I smoke about 20 fags a day, right? My chest is in bits, right? But it's the hard way, do you mean? I could choose not to go there. Simple as, yeah? If I go to IROX, you know? Do these challenges, right? It's like when I've done that Cambrian Way. The amount of people rocking up in cars, I could have easily gone, bollocks this. Get me in this car now, right? Because that bag is frying my head and my back, like, do you mean? But chose not to. But it's the easy way, but it's not the way, like, Gene. It's only one way to me, and I think, he's bang on what he says. I mean, the hard way is the way, like, and yeah, like you said, that's when we push ourselves then, like, to our limits to actually, and I think I read somewhere else as well that, we push ourselves to these limits, and I honestly do think it's an absolute privilege when you're absolutely exhausted after you've done a challenge that you've set yourself doing. I think it's a privilege. I know that sounds pretty silly, right? I mean, it all makes sense, right? But to give yourself something, to push yourself to a limit, to be both mentally and physically exhausted, right? It is a privilege. It's a great feeling. And that was kind of what happened on the Cambrian Way. I think I got to a point, I think it was after, like, say about, I don't know, it was like, probably the first day actually, because I was like 10 miles in, I had a blister on my foot, and it wasn't too bad in the back of your mind, you do it to out. But when I got to, I think it was like the last couple of days then, the physical side of it went out the window. It was all down, just the mental bit. Do you know what I mean? It was just like waking up every morning. It was just like, oh my god. Anyway, just waking up every morning, packing your tent away, thinking, I gotta go up there, like, you know what I mean? I gotta get up there now, like, and because I've done so many mountains, I kind of knew how many mountains or what I was coming into, like, do you mean, or what I'd left. I was just thinking, oh my god. And I remember the last day, it was just like, I was in my tent the night before, and every night, like, it was so cold to get up my tent, like, so I was just pissing in the porch, like, in a bottle. So I tried to do it, so in the night, on the last night in my tent, so I made a phone up with the light on it. For some reason, the phone moved, right, so I pissed everywhere, right, so I was like, I can't get up here, I just thought I'd just stay in there. So I woke up in the morning, I was absolutely doused in my own piss, right, but that's the point I got to where it's like my mind's gone here, like, do you mean, I just want to get this done, like, do you mean? But yeah, I think after then, the last day when we went over there, I could see the castle, do you mean? I thought that'd help me by seeing that, right? But it just felt fucking age trying to get to that castle. So you could see it there, right? There's a little dot there. It just seemed like it just wasn't getting any bigger, like, and when he was dropping down then, right, to get back up. It just wasn't moving, like, it's a proper mind bender, like, it was an absolute mind bender, like, honest to God, like, and he's going down, we had to go up Taliban, this mountain. Oh, mate, we actually shot over the Carnage, it wasn't a problem. But we went down this mountain up, and that castle, like, it was just playing tricks on me, like, because he just wasn't getting any closer, like. But it's just like looking back at all the days of it, it was just like, yeah, it was incredible, like it was. But then when I got to that castle, and everyone was there, I just remember touching this castle, and then I was just like, I'm done. Just everything just shut down. My buddy Rachel joined me. She took me back to Betws in the car. I just remember looking at these mountains. I was just like, remember like the snake off the Jungle Book with the eyes, like, and Mowgli's like, like, I was just like, just looking like, and my eyes were spinning, like, I was just like this, I was like, I've never felt like it before, I was mentally, but I felt absolutely fine, even though like it's a mental thing, but it's like, as soon as I touched that castle, it's like the challenge was over, and it was just like, everything just shut down, like, do you mean, it's just like, my body, my mind is just like, oh my God, like, do you mean, and then, yeah, I think after that then, like, I mean, I didn't do anything for a couple of weeks then, to be honest, like, because I wanted to get back into it, but walking that length, like, I mean, over that distance, and, like, my buddy Mike, I think he was with me on the first day, the fourth day, and I didn't see him then, and then he met up then, like, on North Wales, I start North Wales, and he seen him. First of all, he said, you've lost it. He said, you know how fucking mental you are, like, do you know how far you have walked? I was like thinking, well, I know I'm mental, like, but I was thinking, yeah, I've walked quite far, like, to me. And it is, and do you know what? It's, I don't many people can say this, like, but yeah, I pretty much walked the length of Wales, like, to me, from Cardiff Castle all the way to Carnarvon Castle. And I just look back now, and I just remember, it's mad because you're walking, and you're like, right, I'm going to get over there first. Like, see Penavon on day one, like, and I was thinking, like, Penavon was my halfway point, I done when the beat guns, do you mean?
Yeah. And
then, this wasn't the halfway mark, this was like a third of the way in, like, not even a third. So I got to Penavon, and I was like, oh my God, like, and looking, and I was going to go over the west. And then I remember then getting to the halfway mark, and there's like a monument there, you could see Snowdon. I could see Snowdon all the way in the distance, like, I thinking, oh my God, like this is mental, like, do you mean? But thankfully, done it. Didn't have one drop of rain, considering it's in Wales, like, do you mean? So I don't think I would have been able to do it, or in the time I would have been giving myself if it had rained, like. But no, yeah, over and all, like, yeah, probably one of, if not the best experience of my life, like, because the achievement itself to walk the length of your country, B, the people who were with me, and these people who were with me, I wouldn't have known them 2 years ago, do you know what I mean? And, you know, it was great, like, do you mean, to see these people, like, you know, and just, like, and they were coming from everywhere, do you mean, popping up the mountain, surprising me and all that, like, do you mean, yeah, no, probably one, if not the best experience of my life, like, and when I look back, I don't tend to look back where I used to be like before, because I don't really compare myself now. I've kind of like gone past that stage where I forgive myself, like, do you mean? And, you know, I don't look back anymore, like, or compare. It's but yeah, given to where I was before to where I am now, like, you know, it's just like, yeah, it's been an incredible journey, like, and I probably, for anyone suffering any addiction out there, like, I mean, you know, even though I'm in recovery, I'm still an addict, like, I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, I am a recovering addict, like, and if there's anyone out there who's going through any sort of addiction, like, you know, that I do hope they find recovery, like, and I hope to think that perhaps my story or journey is enough there to sort of give someone a bit of belief, a bit of hope, like, do you mean, that it can be done, like, do you mean, You know, and it is a way out, like, you know, and you know, if you are ever going through like a sort of a bad time through a breakup, or if you're suffering with addiction, drink, drugs, you know, if things ain't going right for you, like, to mean, if you lost a family member or something happens, like, to mean, you know, if you're having a bad day, like, to mean, just remember it's just only a day, like, and you know, just don't give up for one more day, like, just go that extra mile, like, to mean, because I think, you know, like I said earlier on, knowing where I am now, knowing where I've come from, I'd go back within a heartbeat to do it all again, like, because there's nothing I would change in these last 2 years, like, it's nothing, or maybe a bit longer, like, to me, nothing at all I would change in these last 2.5 years, like, because, like you say, that, you know, I met some guy the other day over on, I can't think of the mountain now. I can't pronounce it, to be honest. So, you know, I'm Welsh. I'm rubbish at pronouncing Welsh mountains. Like, I mean, I met him on a hill anyway, and he's actually a YouTube blogger, and I actually watched his video, and he's actually made a few nice comments about me. Like, do you mean? You know, just little things like that. Like, do you mean? It's just like it's just great. I mean, we got something coming up now on the weekend where I've reached out to a lot of people to sort of collaborate this ain't coming out this week, is it? Because I don't want to give it away for him. See, that's right. But I don't want to give it away for him. So my buddy's turning 40, and I didn't know him. I have known him for about 16 months now. Like, he's turning 40, so about 40, 50 of us go up to do Canada this, like. But I've got everyone to send a video message for him, like, to wish him a 40th birthday. Like, he's going to be absolutely in tears. Like, do you mean? These are the sort of things we do with the little things, like, do you mean? But it's the community we have built, like. I mean, I've started something down here with my people. We have now, like, you know, created a good walking group with good community, and also, because I used to be part of another group, hiking group community, we started integrating, and now it's great to see then people from my walking group join up with them. Like, when I see, I'm just thinking, this is all mad, this is all mental, like, I mean, I'm just thinking it's absolutely, I don't know. I mean, my sister keeps on saying, like, you know, it's incredible of what I've done, or bringing people together. Do you know what I mean? And it's not what I've done; it's what we've done. Like, I think we're all part of this. Like, and we've all got things going on in our lives, and you know, but when we come together on these occasions, like those things which, you know, maybe giving us a hard time, they go away. Like, do you know what I mean? And I mean, I used to be really bad in terms of sort of like my thought process and all that, like, but now it's just like, yeah, for me now, like, like I say, my mind is where it needs to be, like, do you know what I mean? It's again, my off days, like, do you know what I mean? I do have my off days, but you know, they just come and go, like, do you know what I mean? But no, it's just, and also now I'm into like stuff like high rocks, and you know, it's that's pretty good, strength conditioning training and all that, like, I mean, I just need to get into a nutrition plan now, like, because I do love a kebab, I'm not gonna lie, like, I mean, I do love a kebab on a weekday and a weeknight, so yeah, you need to nip that in the bud straight away. But no, in terms of like, if I looked at it all, you know, it's just like being, I don't know if it's all meant to be like this, like, I don't know if it's, you know, if all this matters in the end, you know what I mean? But all I know is I used to be this person, now I'm this person, like, and yeah, just, if I can just help one person out there to show them that it is a way out, and it might not be into hiking, but there is a catch, like, it's down to you there, no? Do you know what I mean? It's not, because even though I went into therapy and rehab, etc., and I was doing it on a regular basis and all that, ultimately, it was down to me to wanting to do it, like, doing. I mean, the amount of times it's like, oh, I'm only doing this weekend, that's it, I'm stopped, or that's it, I'm not doing it again, or I'm only doing it on the weekend, all that sort of stuff, like, do you mean? But it's down to you as a person as well, I think, like, do you mean? We've all got a choice at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We've all got a choice. I mean, you know, sometimes the choices we have, like, you may not have a good or a bad one, like, you may have two bad ones to take, like, do you mean? But, you know, sometimes you got to dig deep, like, do you mean? But yeah, we've all got a choice, like, and no one's ever holding a gun to my head. I chose to do what I did, whether that was from as a result of my friends committing suicide, or whether it was from a result of a breakup, or whether it was a combination of things like that, you mean, or of different factors. I mean, because I'd done drugs ever since I was about 14, 15. Dream of back end, it was slightly different. It wasn't slightly different. It was drugs are drugs, but you know, when I used to go to like Club and Evolution, or like, it was some of the best times of my life, like, dream. But perhaps then the environment was slightly different back then. I was younger, didn't have really no responsibilities. Then as I got older, then it just like went from like a weekend thing, and it just started spiraling out of control. Like, but I couldn't really pinpoint it as to where or when, you know, it got bad. But I think I'm 40 now, so probably when I was about 36, 37, especially when I split up, then it was just like I went home and I was constantly just doing it all the time, like, to me, and it was just like, I mean, I don't know if that's what us addicts are like, I mean, but you know what I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'd give anything to have one big line, like, right now, like, not right now, like, in it, not right now, but, you know, you think, like, one last, like, together, do you mean, that buzz, that feeling again, like, do you mean, but it scares me to death, like, it absolutely scares me to death, and, like my friend said, like, you know, it's the hard way is the way, like, I don't crave for it as much, like, but it's everywhere, you know what I mean, I go out and see straight away who's taking who's on it, like, do you mean, but, yeah, you just gotta, like, it is hard, but then you're gonna want to do it, like, do you mean, and the more, like, you know, it does become a challenge, but the more I've stayed away from that and these challenges I've done now, it's just like, yeah, I can actually just turn my, even though I still think about, you know what I mean, if I see it there, like, I know I could say no, whereas before I'd be straight on it, like, do you mean? But yeah, I think I don't know whether or not that's what we do, where, you know, we just push ourselves through these absolute mental challenges, like, do you mean? But yeah, we just keep going. Everyone's got something going on in their life, like, do you mean? I mean, everyone has, like, you know what I mean? But you can either let it get you, or you've got to get up and do something about it, like, do you mean?
Yeah.
Whereas before, I would blame everyone, do you know what I mean? But not everyone, like, things would happen to me, like, you know, like my car would break down or something, or I'd book something and be wrong, like, do you mean? And I wasn't sociable. I couldn't look people in the face, like, I mean, I couldn't have old conversations, like, I was, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, there, like, do you mean? You know, there. But now, like, it's like, I book stuff and everything works out perfect. Everything works out fine. Like, when you're thinking, like, you know, it all runs like clockwork, whereas before, something wouldn't run like clockwork. Like, so it's like, are things meant to be happening now? It's not because, well, I know it's because maybe I am, like, sober on the straight and narrow, like, that I am more with it, like, so things actually do go in my favour now, like, do you mean? Whereas before they didn't, like, do you mean? But I certainly, you know, going back in, like, it was just like, I was just getting by, I was, like, and it was just horrible. It was just horrible looking back now, like, just doing the same things over and over again, like, the money I was spending on it. But now, like, it's just, yeah, it's just, honestly, sometimes it's just, like I say, I don't look back as much as anymore now, because the person I was, you know, he's gone, like, I can't talk to that person anymore, like,
Yeah.
I've done enough talking up on the mountains now, like, to me. I haven't started answering myself back yet, mind. But no, it's just like, every year, you know, hit the mountains, just keep on digging deep, like, and pushing forward. That's all we can do. And like I say, for the last 3 years now, every year do a challenge for charity, raise money for Mind. Obviously, mental health in it. This is trying to get the word out there. Put myself through a Mind, like, do you mean? I got done 10 of Anne last year. That's an absolute in itself, like, 10 of, oh my god, do you mean? Just the thought of going up. I'm doing that again now on Friday the 8th for my birthday. We're going to raise a bit of money for autism, like, so we'll do that for there. You know what I mean? But again, like, I'm doing that 10 times. We got our very own Pen Van Dan who does it 3 days, every day, 5 days a week, like, do you know what I mean? Now, look what, look, he's gone through his own things as well, but for him to get up every morning, looking out that window, pissing down the rain, I got to do it 3 times, like, do you know what I mean? He gets up and does it, like, do you know what I mean? Consistency, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not perfect, it's consistency, like, take progress over perfection any day, like, and he gets up and does that. And, you know, I mean, how many's there now? 200 climbs there now?
Just over 200 now, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Absolutely insane, like, do you know what I mean? But I will go back up and see him. And you know what, as well, considering, and this is what I like to see in people, what he's gone through, obviously, with losing his wife to bowel cancer, yet the positivity running through that bloke. What a true gent, do you know what I mean? He's not in it for anything else. He's not in it for all this. He's doing it for one thing, like, do you know what I mean? And for him to go up there to do that, like, do you know what I mean, every day, because I woke up on Saturday, I looked out the window, and I'm not going out in this shit. Like, I laid in my bed, right, in my pants and vest, right, for 24 hours, like, do you know what I mean? I wasn't getting out there, but yet then, look on my phone, he's up there giving a weather report, like, 100 mile an hour winds, like, battering rings, like, and he's going up and down, and not once, not twice, but 3 times, like, and he's doing it every day, like, do you know what I mean? So, art off to the guy, but, you know, these, you know, you see these people, you know what I mean? You see these people doing the challenges, like, you know, these are the ones making a difference, like, do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not doing it for anything else, they're making a difference, like, and, you know, again, art off to him, because I know I've walked hundreds of miles, you know what I mean? But to do that every day, 5 days a week, like, I don't know, like, I don't think I could do that, like, to be honest with you, like, it almost broke me when I done it 10 times going back last April, like, I mean, absolutely fried my head. I remember coming down, sat in my friend's car, I was absolutely hallucinating, like, do you know what I mean? I was just blinking, like, and I could see these things, like, it absolutely tripped me out that mountain, did, like, but I never said never, but I'm going to be going back up it again in August, to do it, not 10 times, but as many times I can do it in 24 hours, like, so it should be fun, like, it should be fun, but,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I say, if I still sort of collaborate or collect everything for the last, like, 10 years, like, it's just, I've, like, gone from there, you know, to there, but again, it's plenty more room for improvement, like, do you know what I mean? Like I say, I continue doing what we are doing, me and the gang, you know, we're just there. We're just going to carry on raising awareness, like, do you mean? And that's always been the main goal through the website, like, do you mean? They say the website was created on the back end of someone sadly taking their own life. So we created the website to just try to raise awareness for people who suffer with their mental health and addiction, like, do you mean? Yeah, we've gone to so many places together as well, like, it's just incredible. And, you know, like you say, we don't have to meet each other every day. It's like once every 2-3 weeks. And we have a good crack, like, do you mean? And these are good people as well, like, you mean? And it's my lifestyle's completely changed. It is. It's like I don't worry anymore. I'm just like a totally different person to what I was like before. But it, you know, I said it's been hard. You know what I mean? I haven't let, you know, nothing. No one. People can give you advice. They can give you as much advice as they can. But I don't think anyone's coming to help you. Like, you got to help yourself. Do you know what I mean? And that's the key. Like, do you got to, like I said, we got a choice. No one's there to come to help you. Like, do you know what I mean? You can have all the advice in the world, but it's down to you at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You know, and I've cracked that now. Do you know what I mean? I've cracked it. Like, taking a good part of mine. I've been doing drugs since I was 20. Taking a good part of like 17 years. Like, do you know what I mean? Of my life. Like, but you know, and I went to the races the other day. I had a couple of pints. My buddy said, "Oh, do you want a drink?" I said, "Yeah, give me coffee." Like, do you know, just having coffee instead, because it's just like, I don't know, it's just bizarre. Like, do you know what I mean? But then the memories I've got these last 2.5 years, I can remember more now than I ever did. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, I climbed Mount Tidy for my 40th birthday, like, you know, highest volcano in Tenerife, do you know what I mean? So I've done that, going to the Alps now again. I say, I've done Tenerife, the Beacons Way, walked the length of Wales. And I just think, like, back in the gym, you know, gym community, that's another great, you know, the community we've got in the gym is absolutely fantastic. Like, just going around seeing places, like, you know what I mean, saying that, I think my car, like, is about 220,000 miles, like, do you know what I mean? I think it's about 100,000 miles in the last 12 months. But, you know, I just think that, I don't know, if I hadn't changed, I wouldn't have done any of this, like, do you know what I mean? And even though I think my relationship prior to coming out of this addiction, I like to think it was pretty good, do you know what I mean? I had 3 amazing stepkids, you know, a beautiful woman, you know, and I took the piss in the end. I don't blame how it went, right? Now, before I used to think, well, you know, have I given up the best thing that's ever happened to me? Probably could have, I mean, because she was amazing. Like, we still talk, like, texting, etc., birthday messages for the kids and all that this Christmas, like. But then, if it's a hard question, because if I'd stayed there, which wasn't sustainable, what I was doing wasn't fair, probably I wouldn't have done any of this, and God knows what could have happened. So part of me thinks that by that happening, like, I mean, and what's happened from this, like, it's probably the best thing that could have happened, I mean, because otherwise I don't know what I could have ended up doing, I mean, so, you know, if I was to stick in my old ways, what I've done, like, none of it would have happened, I mean, and like I said at the start, just met some incredible people, like, do you know what I mean, absolutely fantastic, like, I could roll off all the names now, like, I mean, easily, like, do you know what I mean, be here for a long time, like, but, you know, just from, like I say, going back when I done the Beacons Way, I walked on my own, but when I done the Cambrian Way, you know, I mean, I had people with me, like, from almost every step of the way, like, I mean, and, you know, it's just, these people, I wouldn't have thought in a million years, do you know what I mean, meeting these people, do you know what I mean, it's, but it's happened, and, you know, we're kind on going, like I say, we're going up to North Wales now in a couple of weeks, so this weekend, going up the weekend after, over in the Alps then, the end of July, but yeah, I don't know, they're saying how they fry my head mountains, mind, they do, like, do you know what I mean? Because I don't know what it is, I think it's because of the smoking, to be honest, like, because, I mean, just starting and just walking, it's like, oh my god, it doesn't help mine, because I have a fag, like, and I wonder why then I can't breathe and I'm walking up the mountains, like, do you know what I mean? Or if I'm walking up there, I was like, oh, who's that running past with a fag in his mouth? It's me, like, do you know what I mean? Or if we stop, like, I'll have a quick fag, like, and next, you know, and my breathing's all over the shop, like, but, yeah, I obviously enjoy it, like, do you know what I mean? But, you know, I mean, I think it'd be different if you could climb a mountain going down, then it wouldn't be a problem, innit? The problem is they're going up there, like, so, you know what I mean, it's just, yeah, it is a good crack, but I always mourning all the time, even when I meet people and all that, but then a lot of people say, yeah, like, the last time we done a garden, I met a few people I had met before, like, and they all said, like, fair play, you gotta sue it, like, because I was, like, going up and down the line, like, come on, get up this fucking hill, come on, Jimmy, come on, and then I'm like I said, I'm like, I've had enough of this, I'm knocking it all on the head, that's it, it's all gone, like, Trine. No more mountains, like I said, so I'm gonna start taking up what did I say after the Cambrian Way? I thought, right, I'm done now, so my next challenge will be going around all with the spoons to check all different types of carpets they got there, like something on the flat, like, Trine. But no, yeah, no, so it's nice, like, it's nice. I mean, yeah, my past, like, is pretty, like, it's pretty mental, to be honest with you, like, doing, but I don't live in it any longer, don't live in it anymore. By all means, people can bring it up if they want, like, but that person's long gone, like, I mean, what's important now is what I got around me now, what I'm doing now. I don't think about what's coming, really, do you know what I mean? Obviously the trips, but I don't think about where I want to be in 3 or 4 years down the line, like, I don't anticipate a future which is yet to happen, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I kind of like what I've got around me now. Stability, my mindset, yeah, it's just my mountains obviously, and then obviously the group members and stuff like. Do you mean? So it's been if I had the money, I'd probably want to write a book about my life, like. Do you mean? But we all go through things like. But yeah, I am a recovering addict, like, and yeah, I just like to think now that I've got past the worst of it, like. Do you mean?
Yeah.
So and that's and yeah, I mean, I think I've had some side effects from it. So I don't know if you notice it now, but my jaw used to go like crazy. So that you might notice it in this, like talking in this. But yeah, it's just things that's happened. You know, I haven't fallen out with anyone, like, to me, but I've disconnected myself from people. And there's nothing against these people at all. Like, it's just I don't want to be part of that environment anymore, like, to me. So, but no, yeah, it's just like been a bit of a roller coaster. But now it's just for me. I think my overall goal is obviously continue climbing mountains, and I'm hoping to have probably, well, not hoping, I'd like to probably climb every P30 hill and mountain in Wales by 2028, which is about another 2,000 left to go, like. So don't know if it's possible, do you know what I mean? I'm certainly going to give it a go. I don't think anyone has done it yet. Someone has done quite a lot. He's done 1,000 of them. But then he keeps on popping up with a new mountain, like, do you mean? So I'm like, but you know what I mean? How many is it, like, do you mean? You're saying it's this many, like, to know you'd add another one to the book, like, I'm like, come on, Mr. Phillips, like, do you mean? Come on, but, like, you know, you got to work with me, but, you know, like, so I think it's like 2,300, it's the Epic Welsh list is called, so probably, yeah, if I can get them all done by about 2028, I think that'll be it then, like, you know, probably look to join the circus and have some fun instead. Or go running up the hills with you, like, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. True, honest. So like I say, I probably at one point, I don't know whether I get into it or not. I do not know, because I do love a fag. Do you mean? I do love a fag. Like, it's nothing better than getting on top of a mountain and sparking one up, like, do you mean? I'm just thinking, yeah. I got up this bad boy, like, just having a chuff, like, yeah, sweat pumping out there, like, just laying there, just having a fag, like, and I do take my fag butts down the hill with me as well. I don't flick a fag, right? So just need to clarify that, like, yeah, so I got a pocket full of fag butts by the time I get to the car, like, so when I empty them inside my car, then down the side, it's absolutely humping of an ashtray, like about 200 fag butts just going down the side. It's proper scruffy, like, but I do love a fag. It's on top, like, it's like. Yeah, but look, I've given up everything else. Do you mean? So it is what it is. Like, do you mean? If I've given up the drink, I've given up the drugs. I do love a fag. All right, it's not the best thing to do, you know what I mean, in the world, but at the end of the day, if I'm walking 300 miles across my country, I need 400 fags in the back to keep me going. Like, do you mean? Simple as. I need a fag on the way. Like, do you mean? So yeah, it's just like, I know it's brilliant though, because when I was walking, just stopping, just like just having a fag, like, thinking, yeah, I gotta go up there now, yeah. I'm gonna be absolutely, like, sweating my tits off there. It's like, yep, I'm gonna do what I know. But yeah, I did plough. I went through about 600 fags, easily 600 fags. But who knows? I give up before. I give up for about 4 months, so I might give up again, like, but until then, like, I can't see me running with a will. Do you know what I mean? I'll walk, no problem, like, but
it's got to be your next challenge. Think how much quicker you could do all your mountains if you was running them.
That's a good point, yeah.
Time saver.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I run it. It saves a lot of time.
Yeah, true. Yeah. No, it is a good point. It is a fair point. I think as well, I'm like getting into high rocks now, I know. And even though I struggle, I think I'm fit anyway, right? I do think I'm not like an ultra fit person, like. And yeah, I make a good few noises in IROX as well. Like, you know, when I'm in the IROX classes, like, cause I'm grunting. I'm the one in the back grunting on the assault bike, trying to bang out 10 calories like in 2 minutes. I mean, not happening. Like, but you know, I kind of like think this is sustainable for me at the moment. Like, whereas before, doing what I wasn't doing wasn't sustainable. This, having a fag, going up my mountain, doing high rocks, you know what I mean? It's kind of balancing it out, like, sort of ish, like, doing. But yeah, it's just like, but needs to get to a point that if I need to take it to the next level, like you, belting it over the mountains and belting up them, or doing high rocks actual competitions, then something needs to go, like, do you mean? There needs to be a sacrifice, like, so who knows, perhaps like I will end up knocking the fags on the head, like, but I do, yeah, like I say, I've said it plenty, I do love a fag, like, dude. It is just let's look at but like high rocks now, it's like I'm getting better at high rocks, even though I'm still out of breath. I know that when I first started, like, say we've done like a session of 5 rounds. First round, like, oh my god, like, my heart rate like beats per minute like 230, like, to me, my chest is going, like, I think my lungs are gonna come out now, like, but now, like, I can do, like, I'll do the full 5 rounds, but I know that my stamina, like, to 3 rounds now is pretty good, even though I'm still smoking, do you know what I mean? So even though it's like, still if I could do better, whereas before I was struggling. I'm still struggling now, but I seem to be getting better, like, do you know what I mean? So, but that could be doing why, that's probably the reason, though, because before I started IROX, well, before I went to an IROX class, I'd be in my bedroom, windows down, a fag, like, and then 20 minutes later, but I've knocked down the head now, so that's probably why my heart rate isn't going straight up, I still have one after it, like, it's just to get in the car, just sweat and drive off, like, looking at the watch, 170 BPM, like, but, yeah, who knows? I don't know. I may knock it on the head. But yeah, sure. To be honest with you, I probably will, like, at some point. Like, like I say, I quit for 4 months before, and I was, it was quite easy. I was like, it was just, well, it wasn't easy, sorry. But after like 3 days, I found it easy. Do you mean? I just need to get to 3 days, like, but I can't get past day 1 now at the moment. Like, do you mean? I can't get past it. Like, I just need to knock it on the head again, go 3 days, and then I think I'll be fine. Like, and I know how beneficial it is, because when I done 10 times I wasn't smoking, and then I went back there then about a couple of months after and climbed with my buddy, and it was like basically like I was thinking, how am I out of breath? Like, how am I? And it dawned on me, and I'd given up smoking. Like, do you mean? So I can know straight away how much of an impact it can have on you. Like, do you mean? So yeah. Probably will, so maybe make it a challenge, 2027, see you up on top of the Snowdon Massive, and we'll do the 6 routes of Snowdon, like, do you mean?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Was it 20, well, I said 2026, is there? Yeah, that's next year, that is, yeah. So,
it's on camera now, so you got to do it.
Oh, is it? I thought stop recording. No, so, yeah. Next year's challenge, all the Wainwrights, it's 214 of them. If I can get... try and do as many as I can within 3 weeks. I don't think it's achievable to do them all. Weather dependent, depending on my fitness goes, and knocking the fags on your head, could be could have a good chance of doing it. But yeah, I think that if I can get to 180, I'd be happy. Like, do you know what I mean? So that's next year's challenge in me. Obviously, doing 10 of on again in August. May do the Welsh 3000s in one day at the end of August. But yeah, and this is probably what, we are mental, and we, but it's what we do to keep us going, innit? Do you know what I mean? Just pushing ourselves, like. But yeah, definitely meet up with Pen of Van Dan as well, and also try and catch up with Plod TV as well.
Plod TV.
Yeah.
Shout out Dan Morgan.
Yeah, Porner. Yeah. Honestly, no, right. When he starts out at Porner, right, and he's like, Porner, 2025, 10 miles in Wales. So happy. Gets to 70 miles or 80. A Porner, 80 miles. He's gone. He's broken. Like, it's brilliant to watch. But he gets it done. I mean, there's another one as well. Like, I mean, there's another person now who's like, putting in, just doing just one thing, just to be steady. Like, do you mean? And funny enough, I met a guy as well up in the Lake District. Ian, his name was, And do you know what? He's doing the last round of the Wainwrights. He's got incurable cancer, and he's like middle aged. I don't know. I think it might be late 60s or early 70s. Like, and he told me, I'm doing a farewell round of the Wainwrights. Like, you think, fuck, do you know what? Right? There's an hero over there. Like, Gene. He's hard on any social media. Like, if there's anyone to influence someone to get up and get on with it, right? It's right there, like, Gene, because he's dying, like, Gene. He's got incurable cancer, like, and yet he's doing, in his words, I'm doing one final farewell of the Wainwrights. Like, you're thinking, fucking hell, like, doing that, like, knowing that you've only got X amount of time to live, like, but yet then he's getting out and getting it done, making a difference, like, these are the people we need to see, like, Penny Van Dan, Plod TV, Ian Fell, you know what I mean? These, you know what I mean? People, like my buddy said to me, he done a post, and he said, you know, he congratulated on me, and I love, and he actually wrote on it, do you know what? Use the quiet strength, yeah, that goes on behind the scenes when no one is watching. You know what I mean? That's what it's down to, like, the quiet strength, and no one sees the strength we have to keep going, like, perfectly shown by Penny Van Dan, that again, we see him climbing up every day. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but then they show that little bit of strength, like, to keep on going, to get up, like, when, you know, and you just think, like, you know, these are the people, like, you know, I love seeing it, like, I absolutely love seeing these people, like, you know, because they also give me a piece, like, a little bit of hope as well, like, thinking, shit, there's me saying, like, you know, I've, you know, lost my friends, or I'm a coke addict, you know what I mean, and then yet then, like, I'm doing this, like, and I'm an inspiration to people, but then yet, and you got these people then, you know, one's dying, like, and he's getting up, climbing the mountains, like, to raise awareness, like, honestly, God, they are the inspiration for me, like, these people, like, these ones who get up every day, like, like I said, the quiet strength that goes on behind the scenes when no one is watching, like, and I just think, like, it's, like, absolutely incredible just seeing these people, you know, and like I say, they give me a little bit of hope, you know what I mean? They give me a little bit of faith, they give me a little bit of courage, like, do you mean, just to keep on going as well, like, and yeah, I 100% I'll catch up with Penny Van Dan, like, because he's great, like, you know, you have to give me the weather report first, though, right? He's got to give me the weather report first, right? But yeah, and definitely as well, Dan Morgan as well, like, I met him 2 years ago on top of Mynydd Caera. I'm sure it's Mynydd Caera, because he had this big purple hair, like, and he's still got that now, like, and I seen that video of him with the Charge the Fire music running. Oh my god, like, I'm pissing myself laughing at it, like, but yeah, no, it's just been incredible, but I gotta be honest, Sue. We keep on going, do you know what I mean? And yeah, it's just, I don't know what the future's gonna bring. I got no thoughts on that at the moment, like, do you know what I mean? Like I say, what I got around me now is I'm stable, I'm steady. My mind has probably been the best frame it's ever been in, like, do you know what I mean? Considering how it was before. I know I could never go back to that sort of thing. It's just like, I can't really remember it either, like, do you know what I mean? I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because that's how much the drugs impacting it. My memory is absolutely shot to pieces. It is absolutely shot. I can't remember that. I can remember what I've done in the last 2 years, etc. and all that. But in terms of withholding things in my mind, right, it's just like, I can't, and perhaps it's just, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's because of the drugs, I don't know if it's because of the mental health issues and all that, but I don't know, like, it's just like, when I'm out in the mountains and all that, it's just like, I'm there. Do you know what I mean? I'm there. Do you know what I mean? I'm actually there, whereas before, wherever it was, I was never there, like, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's, they've definitely helped massively, and like I say, it's the people I've met throughout this journey as well who've had a massive, massive impact on my life, like, and all I can say to them is thank you, like, thank you, because, you know, you've helped me, you know, and you've probably been a part, like I say, these last 2.5 years, like, of what's been an absolute and incredible journey. And if this what life's all about is being rock bottom and getting to somewhere where, you know, you're kind of there, you know what I mean, then I'm happy with how that's gone, because it has been a great journey, like, do you mean? But yeah, you want to do it yourself, for like, do you mean? It's just like, yeah, so like I said, if you're going through shit, if you're going through a bad time, like, you know, just dig deep, keep on going, like, do you mean? Just don't give up for one more day, do you mean? And like I say, we keep on doing what we're meant to be doing in terms of raising awareness. And like I say, for anyone out there who is suffering, like, with their mental health, with addiction, that, you know, help is on their way, help is on its way, like, do you mean? Help is coming. And, you know, if you see him out and about, get in touch by all means, like, always welcome. Like you say, no, if you're up in Snowdon next week, I'm not climbing Snowdon 20 times or 10, no, how many times in 24 hours. I don't think I could do that. Like. But then again, see, that's a type, and it's like, go on, I'll do it, right? And then it's like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Also, like that 4 times. I mean, going back down, your legs start aching, but no, yeah, and that's it. But yeah, you're more welcome to tag along, and ask for anyone else as well, like, who wants to join us, like. Like I say, we don't really talk about our... We do sometimes discuss things like what's happening, but other than that, I think like I say, everyone's on the same mindset. Like, I mean, we call it a shit day of work or shit week in work, but then that all goes away with all together, like, do you know? I have had conversations with people, they've opened up to me, I've opened up to them. That's what it's all about, I suppose, isn't it? Do you mean? Helping each other, like, do you mean? Yeah. It's just like, you know, and, you know, we raise money, like, you know, what we've done through these charity events and all that, like, and don't get me wrong, it's nice to have people telling you you're an inspiration, but you know what, it's even better feeling knowing out there you've helped someone, like, do you mean? Yeah. And you will never know, you might never know that person you've helped, like, I suppose that makes it a good thing or a bad thing, but out there, you were helping someone, like, do you mean? And, you know, it's probably the best gift you can give to anyone. It's just by helping someone, raise a bit of money. I know we could be looked at, you know, the heroes and the inspiration we're doing it, but, you know, yeah, the best part of it all is giving someone help, like, doing. And you're never gonna know who you're helping, like, but out there you are helping someone, like, doing. And I suppose that's what keeps me going, like, doing. I know out there somewhere, and then, like I said earlier on, I don't care if it's 1,000 people, I don't care if it's 100, just one person. So he's like, if we can just help one person, us as a group, you know we've succeeded, and we know we're helping people. We know we're helping people, like, doing. And again, you know, it's important that we keep on doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even though, like I say, it fries my head climbing these mountains, but right, it cooks my head. Like, I know I'm on about it, right? But no, we keep on going, like, doing. We're in it together. Granted, I've done quite a lot. You know, yep, I've set the group. Yep, I've climbed this, I've done that. But, you know, we have done it, like, doing. We have done it. You know, Forever Nails have done it. I mean, the West Midlands Hiking Group have done it, like, doing. We've come together, like, we continue to grow. I mean, I on my phone, I got group chats. I got a Forever Nails group chat. I don't even know who's in it because I've added so many people to it. Do you know what I mean? I just think, like, I mean, I look like, I got Forever Nails, I'm just thinking, like, who's this? You know what I mean? But it's like, again, years ago, I wouldn't even have that on my phone. Like, I do I do a hiking group, like, do you mean? I was thinking, like, when I first started out, like, it was just literally, like, I didn't know where to go, like, do you mean? I'd be in the middle of somewhere, like, full of tussock, I'd be like, oh my god, it's frying my head, like, but now, I suppose it's nice as well, like, you know, you lead a couple of people up a mountain, like, do you know, or on a hike, like, but again, you know, we're all in it together, like, do you mean? So, I think it's, yeah, it's good, and it's just also, as well, the memories we create, like, my buddy's 40th, we went up the Lakes Trail, and Wayne said, thank you for organising what's been the best birthday in my life. He said, for all these years, all I've done is gone up and get pissed. You know what I mean? I've come up here, and, you know what I mean, we've just done mountains, paddle boarding, rock jumping, all this, like, do you know what I mean? And just thinking, like, if the first 40 years for me first 38 years for me were pretty shit, like, hopefully I can turn it around like in the next 38, like, but as it goes now, these last 2.5 years have been incredible, like, but I did reach out and get help. See, I fell to my knees and I got up, and I had to go to the A&A centres. Do you know what I mean? I had to go in there. They come around. I'm Wayne Andrews. I'm a cocaine addict. Do you know what I mean? I had to do a whole lot, like, do you know what I mean? But again, people in there as well, man. They were phenomenal people. I went and my group therapy sessions there, and I met some amazing people online. I wish, I don't know why we disconnected, and I wish that I could see them now, because it was just like, just to tell them thank you, because, you know, you're talking to someone like we are now, and it was just literally like on a laptop with multiple people, and it was every Thursday night, and the group disbanded because there wasn't enough money to keep it going. And I wish I'd taken some of their details or something to get in touch with them, like, do you mean? But like I say, that will come from me breaking down, wanting to change my life, went and got help, met some amazing people in therapy, come out to there, but I was like, right, you know, let's do it. So when I first actually went into therapy, that's where I went wrong, was that by telling people I was an addict, I thought that was fine then, so I could do it even more. Do you know what I mean? I could take it even more then. Everyone knows now I'm an addict. Everyone knows I do drugs. They knew that anyway, but now I've told the people and all that. So that's where we went wrong anyway with pear shit, because I started smashing even more then. Like, it's because I've told everyone now, everyone knows I'm an addict, so it's even, you know, but it's like probably the worst thing I've ever done, like, was sort of think. That's how bad my mindset was back then, do you mean? Because I was thinking, I'll be telling everyone I'm an addict. That means now I'm alright now because I got nothing to hide. So away I go, like, do you mean? Flipping out 7 bags of coke, like, and bang them out in about 2 days, like, do you mean? And that's probably the worst thing I could ever have done. So then I just sat there then, and I was just like, no, this is wrong. Like, this isn't the way to go, like. And then, I think it was just like I say, a number of factors. I know I started walking and all that, going out hiking, etc. on my own. But I think it's when I sat in the end of my bed there, and there's a portrait of my nephew, me and my nephew there, like, and I think that had sort of like impact on me in terms of like, because I fucking in tears as well. I was just off my face, and I was just like, I was in tears, and I was looking at that, like, and it was just like, right, you know, you had this smile there, you know, I was looking at his smile, and I was thinking, right. And he calls me Uncle Butt as well. Forever, he's 13 now, and it's me and my sister, he's like a right butt. Well, ever since he's like 2 or 3, my sister was calling me Butt all the time, so he still calls me Uncle Butt. And I just love that, like, and I just looked at it like, and I was like, right. So my nephew was another factor in terms of me sorting my life out, like. But yeah, it was just. I say after that, it was just like I fall to my knees, needing to get help, wanting to get help, but wanted to change. Met some amazing people through therapy, met group therapy sessions online as well, and then obviously the hiking. Then I used to go walking on my own, but then I've just been bringing people in, and it's just been growing and growing and growing, and you know, we have created something beautiful. It's not just myself; we've all had a massive part to play in it. If I got any advice for any addicts out there, like, do you mean, you can get as much help as you want, like, but you want to change, like, and you can do it, do you mean, it can be done, do you mean, it can be done. It's hard, it's not easy, it is hard, but you want to do it. I can understand how easy it is to fall back into it as well, but then you've got to make sacrifices then, do you mean, because, you know, unless you make those sacrifices which you feel is bringing on, like, you know, your addiction or being with certain people, then you're always going to be within that area, like, do you mean? Yeah, no, it is help out there, do you mean? Yeah. If you want to do it, yeah, it's nothing wrong. And nothing wrong with reaching out as well. A lot of people think that, you know, reaching out, people think might be too afraid, too scared for it, like, do you mean? But I reached out, you know, and I wasn't really worried of what people thought, maybe, because I just fucking needed help, like, do you mean? But then, like I say, kind of used that in the wrong contents, first of all. You could have gone on even harder, but then I just thought, no, enough's enough. And yeah, so, but no, it's just, you know, if I was to try and put it into a couple of sentences, or maybe a sentence or two, like, about recovery, like, I'd probably say, like, recovery, like, for me, it's been a beautiful thing, like, doing. It sounds a bit, may sound a bit strange, like, or say make no sense, like, but it has been beautiful. It has, like, and, you know, like I was saying earlier on, I could probably, would I give anything to have a last line? No, I don't think I could, but it's always been in the back of my mind that I could just have one big, do you know what I mean? That, the thought of it, right? And I just that, the taste, the thought of going to the back of your throat, do you know what I mean? Just that one last hit, but it's not worth it, like, doing. And yeah, it's just like, just trying to keep on the straight and narrow, which I have been doing. But now it's like, I can see it happening around me. I can easily turn a blind eye to it and just walk away and just go, no. But then, on the outside is, I know how easy it could be to just go, do me a favour, give me a fucking keyboard there, like, doing. And I just don't know what would happen to myself if I was to do that, because like I said earlier, it scares the absolute shit out of me, knowing that if I was to do it, what potentially could follow, like, doing.
Yeah.
And it's just, it just scares me to death, it does. But it's always in the back of my mind doing that last hit, like, but no, I mean, and I could easily have gone, like, after the year, do you know what, I'm in control of it now, like, I mean, I'll get back on it now, I'm in control of it, but no one's ever in control of it, right? People say, I need to run weekends, I only have one bag and you have a key and all that, like, I mean, if you can't go a weekend, if you can't go to a point where you haven't done a long, when you go out somewhere to actually do it, like, you're not in control of it, like, I mean, you're not, like, loads of people say, like, I need to run weekends, or I've done it for 3 weeks, I've done it for 4 weeks. Well, it doesn't make difference, like, to me, it's just like, if you can't go out or can't go away without doing it, like, then it's a problem, like, do you know? Yeah, I mean, I identified it as a problem. Yeah, and I like to think now that problem's resolved, like, doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, just take each day as it comes, like, doing. It's just like, my mindset's much better now, like I say, things go not in my favour, but it's like just little things, like, do you mean, it's just like you just think this would not only go right for me, but now it does go right for me, like, do you mean, it's just like and you don't plan it at all, like, it's just like, for example, he's at Mount Tidy and totally absolutely, like, misjudged this climb, right? It was fucking, honest to God, we got there, right? And it was like 7.5, 8 hours going up like that, like, doing. And then when we got to the top, we had half hour to get down. But when we got down, well, we didn't have half hour to get, but when we got down, the last cable car was going down at 4 o'clock, and it was 3:45. Now I believe, right, 3 years ago, we would have missed our last cable car. Do you mean? But we managed to get there, and it was all there waiting for us. Do you mean? It's like little things like that, like, do you mean? And then it's just all little things just ticking over, like, how things goes in your favour. It's like, we went somewhere the other day, we parked somewhere, and it was like, Mike, look at this. Mike said, look at this. We're coming up here, the car's right there. It's in the first car parking space, like, I mean, normally it would have been 2 miles down the road, like, do you mean? It's just the little things like that. I know it sounds silly and stupid, but it's just yeah. And when we getting to Tenerife, it's just like things were happening. It was just like always falling into place. Like, we went up the lakes, and when we come down from this walk, we had to walk 3 miles down a long road. With that, a bus rocks up, an open top rooftop bus, like, do you know? It's like we got on our, like, and you just think, like, it's just, before I would have missed that bus, or we've seen it go past. Do you mean, it just seems like, I know the world works in your favour, like, do you mean? It's just like, and I don't know if that's because, like, I'm more switched on now, but no, it's just yeah. Like I said, if it continues on like that, it'd be great, like, do you mean? But you watch me, I'll go to you, I'll drive on the road, I'll get a puncher now. Be knocking on your door. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it's been great, mate. I gotta be honest with you, and I will 100%, if I give up the fags, I'll 100% try and get a run on with you as well. But also as well, we need to start getting some trig points as well.
We do.
We need to get some trig points, but
on that note, I'll go over to the question that we've had sent in for you by Plod TV, Dan Morgan. He did say he bumped into you when he was trig bagging with his family.
Yeah.
His question is, does he still get joy from trig bagging? Do you still enjoy doing it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I still do it. I think I'm on. How many am I on now? I think I'm on about 200 and I want to say 239 now. So I'm 239 now. Yeah. So it depends. it depends, man, because some of them are an absolute nightmare to get to. Honest to God, the one I done down in West Wales the other day, oh my God, my legs were just cut all through the brambles and all that, like, Gene. But no, I still do that, and I tell you the reason why I still do it for, again, is to keep me on the straight and narrow. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of trig points out there, like, they need bagging, like, so, but some of them have been an absolute nightmare to get to. I mean, I've been knees deep before, like, in some bog and tussock, like, just to get to the trig point, like, some have been nice because, like I went to Mynydd Aberdare recently done. I think it was the last one I'd done in South Wales, actually, in the South Wales Valley. That was quite nice because she parked up and it's like a 5-minute walk to the trig, like, do you mean? So they're quite nice ones, like. Yeah, I think it seemed done. Mynydd Caira, that's when I saw him, up on Mynydd Caira, just round with the back there, and there's a bullock area, like. So that's when I first seen him. It was about 2 years ago, that was. But, yeah, no, I still enjoy it. I'm going to still keep on tapping them. But yeah, it's just the problem I got is that I got to start going further afield.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Start going further afield now. So I'm hoping to get a camper van next month or September. But yeah, it's they're getting further and further afield, so I got to do a bit of travelling now, like, Dream.
Yeah.
And that's when the camper van comes into it, because I know I'm travelling out, coming back in my car and going back out to get them. So yeah, I am enjoying them. The problem is now they're getting further and further away, like, Dream.
Yeah.
They are getting further and further away. But yeah, no, I think there's Mynydd Caira, 100% on Mynydd Caira. Still give them a little tap as well. Do like a forestry trig. I do like a forestry trig. There's some mountains I wouldn't go back to. Mynydd Glog, never go back here to that trig point. Balchthanit, I think it is as well. That's over down a bit, I think, from the central of the beacons. Absolutely horrible one to get to. You got to wade through river through that one, like, and then you got the tussock, which is like that chest deep, like, doing. Yeah, some I definitely would never do again.
What you got to do next time you go to one is do one of my get triggered dances. Send it across.
Yeah.
Got to be done.
Yeah, I used to throw an art up in the air, right? But then every now and again I'd use that because the wind would take and it'd blow somewhere off, like I couldn't find it, like, doing. But I tell you what, I'll whap out a trigger dance if you want, like, doing.
Yeah.
So, and I'll tell you what, we can sort out a couple of trigs around here. And we'll do a dance if we want. We'll up on it. I don't mind that, but as long as I can have a fag after it, like, in fact, that's what I do. Yeah, so Plod TV Dan, yep, I do love enjoying it because there's nothing better than giving it a tap and whipping out a Lambo and having a chuff on the top, like. It is such a thing. I gotta walk all the way back over that. Yeah, might as well have another one. But no, yeah, still enjoy it. I think I'm on about 200. I'm sure I'm about 240 now. I gotta be. I think I was on about 234 going back last week, and then the last couple of days, 234, 235, 239 I'm on now. 239 trig points, like, so, yeah. So
Awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, when I first started them, I think in total, I'll never do it. It's like some guy out there's done all. I think it's about 6,500. I mean, but I think that's gone down to about 4,500 now due to, like, buildings being built, landslides, loss of land, etc. So it's still a good few left. Do you mean? So, but I think my overall goal: bag all the trig points in Wales, get all the epic lists done, the P30 mountains. Open to do the Nut Dolls, Hewitts and Marlins. Open to have all them wrapped up. I want to try and push for that for this year. If not, definitely next year. And yeah, I just want to get all the hills and mountains, because I don't think it's ever been done. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen anything out there. Nothing really said about all the mountains. It's a list there, but that list hasn't been completed, so that's probably the overall goal, is doing that list, basically.
Yeah.
Getting that list, like, do you mean? So that's the overall goal. Whether or not I'll do it, I don't know, but I got nothing lined up or thinking about anything. I got no intentions of settling down. Do you know what I mean? Not at the moment, like, but you never know, like, maybe my love of my life's on top of an hill out there somewhere, like, do you mean? With a packet of fags. Joking. But no, just wanna, at the moment, it's like, I say I'm probably not really ready for a relationship, because I'm still not probably 100%, like, do you know what I mean? It's not saying that in a bad way, like, but no, I'm just really happy with what I'm doing at the moment, like, do you know what I mean? And, I suppose, the guy who could have had the family life and all that, like, it didn't happen, like, do you know what I mean? I suppose everyone does want their own family and all that, but at the moment, I'm happy with what I am doing. I have got, the goal is to do all these mountains within this specific time. And I think it is doable, and obviously continue doing the challenges along the way. Even though they put years on me, like, I mean, absolutely, yeah. I mean, think of the thought of doing 10 times. Oh my god, like, it's just the thought of that, like, it's just. Well, I'm not going to do it 10 times. I'm going to try and do as many times as I can in 24 hours. With the thought of that, like, it's just. But yeah, you know what? I put years of me thinking when you were saying earlier on, like, I'm going to do slow 6 times. I'm thinking, oh my god, I couldn't think of anything worse. Like, I couldn't think of anything worse. I mean, something when people say they're doing things, right? I'm just like, again, I can't think of anything worse than what you're doing, like, do you mean? But then it's got me then who's probably doing exactly the same, like, do you mean? Like I say, I don't know what, I don't know if it is what keeps us all going, like, keeps us all on the straight and narrow, but yeah, but that's the overall goal. Do all the epic Welsh lists, the P30 mountains, providing the chap moving than Phillips doesn't keep on adding to it, like, because he's got like the north top as one peak, and then he's got the northwest, and you think you've done them, and then he says, well, it's actually the northeast as well. You think, oh, come on, like, do you know what I mean? It's just how many peaks you get on one mountain, like, do you know what I mean? So I've got my peak bagger app. When that all goes green, that's it. Done. Do you know what I mean? Done. When it all goes green, it's done. So, but yeah, I just like, I go up the northwards now. I like to try and do mountains I am done, because we always do the good ones like Crib Gork and all that. Like, it's an amazing mountain, and it's obviously Triban as well. That's another one of my favourites. I've gone off that a bit now, actually. But yeah, I just want to do mountains up in which I haven't done, to start ticking them off, like, do you mean? Yeah. So that's the plan, I think. Like, if I get the Marlin suits and that does all bag now by the end of the year, which is a big ask, that is, like, it is quite tough to do all that, like, but then once I get them in the bag, to actually move on into actually do all the P30 mountains then, which some are quite easy, some are like, like quick 5 minutes up, but then some of them, man, like, can be like a bit, like you're saying, P30 mountains, like, even though they got a promise of 30 mountains, some of the other mountains around there, which are probably half the size of Penarvan, are just as tough to get up, like, because they just start like that, like, do you mean?
Yeah.
You know, 300, 400 mountains, like the Blorenge going up there, like, oh my god, like, do you mean? Or going up through that tunnel, through that forestry, oh my god, like, just thought of that. That's what we do in there, do you mean? No mountain, like I said earlier. It'd be great if they're all going downhill, wouldn't it? Do you mean? Just climb this mountain here, just go downhill, like, innit? Yeah. But yeah, no, the overall plan, all those three categorised mountains, and basically then the P30s then. And like I say, they're on my peak bagger app. Once that's done, it's done. Like I say, go up to the Lake District next year to do all the mountains up there. Well, not all the mountains, but, well, the majority of the Wainwrights, if possible. I haven't been at the Peak District yet. But I've been told it's a bit like the Beacons, like. So I'll probably go up and do that. And then, yeah, hopefully then, see you through then, and just probably retire in my camper, go up Scotland and do the Munros, like. But yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, there's a plan, but yeah. Oh, and obviously, challenge for 2026 with you.
Yeah.
We'll get that involved.
Yeah.
Got
to get it done.
We'll squeeze that in somewhere, yeah. But, no, I'll be up for that. No, I will, because I do think, I know I laugh and joke around the fag, but I do think I will give up eventually, like, and I think that's when my fitness will go to the next level then, like, so, yeah.
Amazing. Well, where can people go and follow your journeys up these mountains?
So, not on Facebook. The only account I have got is my Forever Nails Instagram account. I have got a Forever Nails YouTube account, and I have got a Forever Nails website, forevernails.com. So basically, if you want to get involved, more than happy to sign up to the website. It's free, completely free. I'm not going to ask you for your 16-digit long card number and the 3 on the back. But it's all free. But when I do walking events, then you will just get an email to say, and doing an event is taking place here, meeting place here, average estimated time, job done, how many peaks are involved, distance, etc. For my up-to-date stuff then, in terms of where I go, whether it's North Wales, South Wales, over the West, it's pretty much Instagram. That's probably my platform I do use like quite frequently, and then YouTube. That's where kind of I put my reels like up on YouTube. Did start getting quite a lot of followers on there, but I had to kind of stop because I went up a few thousand followers straight away. And I'd almost hit the criteria as well of like becoming a YouTube program partner. But I stopped that because I didn't have a plan. I never planned for it, like, dream, just didn't have a plan. So, but that's where some of my content is as well. But my main platform is for everything else, Instagram.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, thank you for coming on.
Noise.
Really appreciate your time.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Will. Yeah, good. Thank you, bud. Yeah.
No worries.
I'm going to see you up in the hills on the weekend.
Yeah, you will. Awesome. How was that?
I don't know, but how did it go, right?
Yeah, good. Thanks again for listening, guys. If you are looking for any of our services at Adventure Athletes, predominantly I really want to try and push these outdoor activity days, talking about sort of getting out in the mountains and how beneficial it is. It's something I really want to help other people discover. So if you're not quite sure where to start and you want to start getting out in the mountains in a safe environment with qualified guides, then please book onto our Three Peaks courses, whether that's Abergavenny Three Peaks or National Three Peaks. Or if you want to start training for the mountains, then you can head over, get some in-person or online coaching, or you could get sports massage for after you're recovering from a weekend in the mountains, because it is very tough on your legs, and massage is going to help massively with your recovery. So if you want to get in touch with us, feel free to drop me a message. Head over to adventureathletes.co.uk to find out any more about our services, and to book on for any of our sessions. But once again, guys, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next week.